ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಈಗ hello,
Hello, sir.
hi, once Dhanvi, Dhawani, what are you looking at? Hello,
Hello, sir.
it's been a while, man. What happened?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was, as you already know, that I'm always busy in my business. Yes, sir. So due to that, I was not able to attend sessions.
You
Yes, sir.
are a business tycoon. You are a business magnate.
Yes, sir.
How is life, man? How is life treating you?
Yes, sir. It's always busy, I will say, and so like I've been like from the honestly from the starting of April month, like it the market was not in a very good situation. So due to that, we
Correct.
were yes, sir. So due to that, we were busy in hosting exhibitions, I will say, like outside our city in which we are currently living in. So yes, so like I would say in this in April itself we have many upcoming exhibitions for so as to prepare for, and tomorrow
Uh-huh.
itself I have to go in an exhibition, yes sir, which is held in Bhopal. So yes sir, we
Okay.
have started preparations for that.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yes sir, because we
So,
have to like if I yes sir, sorry to interrupt you, but if I would be actually dependent on my business itself and I won't be doing any kind of extra activity, so I think it will become very much what's that called, yes, it won't be not good for my business.
monotonous, monotonous, lethargic,
Yes sir.
or that can affect your business as well. Mm.
Yes, yes, so I think if a person is actually engaged in a business, so he should have many portfolios or he should have a kind of diversified portfolio. Yes, so which ultimately helps in improving the efficiency of business as well as increasing profits.
So you're talking about the stock markets are tanking because of this Trump tariff. What do
Yes,
you
yes.
know about the Trump tariffs? Is it affecting the textile industry?
Yes, and not only the textile, but every industry, I will
All
say. Like,
industries,
yes.
okay. But in your case, you are interested, like if at all, if you are interested in the stock market, okay, it's a different story. So have you invested in stocks, mutual funds?
No, sir, not me, my cousins.
They lost a lot of money.
Yes, sir, they have lost. Some have like actually gained something, or have they have gained very huge portfolio, and some were like they have actually lost their all money. Yes, so that's the situation.
When did they start? When they start investing? If they had started investing long ago, then that won't be that serious, because if they
Yes.
had invested like 4 or 5 years ago or 7 years ago, they would have been receiving like 35 or 36 or 40% returns from mutual funds. I'm talking, not stock market. So now I had invested in stock markets and I was averaging around 18%, which is good for me. 80,
Yes.
if I put it in the bank, fixed deposit, I'm getting 7.5%. So I closed most of my FDs and I put it in the bank, and I was getting average 18, 17.5. And now it has come to 13% returns, still better than fixed deposit.
Yes. Yes,
If
sir.
it falls below fixed deposit, then only I have to be in a panic. I will be in hot water.
Yes.
Okay, so you haven't invested in stocks or mutual funds,
No,
but
sir.
your cousins, your friends, your other relatives, and they burnt their fingers.
Yes, some have actually regained their shares, or some have actually like make a kind of profit out of the market, and some were able to like they have actually lost their money. So that's the situation. Yes.
What do you
Yes,
know
sir.
about this Trump tariff? Have you
No, sir.
have you
I'm not
learned,
aware
or
of.
have you not aware of Trump tariff?
No, sir.
Have
I'm
you heard
not aware.
about that? The reason for this stock market like nose diving.
Yes, sir. I don't know about that Trump thing, but I know that yesterday itself there was a kind of news which came into like my dad. He always like he also invests into the market actually. Yes, so he's always aware of what's happening into the market. So yesterday itself he told me that in India specifically there's a loss of 19,000 crores, which has actually disrupted every economy, every business. I will say yes.
See, when Donald Trump came into power in the U.S. Last month, from January onwards, he has been telling that he is going to impose a tax on every countries which are exporting their items to America. If we are exporting, America is importing from India, for example, so the exporting countries will have to pay a tariff, a tax. Okay, so
Yes.
that will badly. So what we can see, you have to pay extra. If I am selling something, like imagine you are telling some textiles, or Bangladesh is telling some textile, because Bangladesh, Vietnam, they are making lot of ready-made textile
Yes.
industry, because they cheap labor. So America is buying textiles, dress materials, finished goods, from Bangladesh, from Vietnam, then Sri Lanka, because the labor is cheap. Now, what they are doing is they are imposing a tax for that. So the cost will be increased, and some countries cannot afford to pay that tax. So that will affect their exports. That will affect the performance of their company, profit of that company. So those who have bought the shares of that company, boom, and that too not as like 1% or 2%. For India, each and every country will have a different tariffs. India, Donald Trump is charging 26%.
Oh my God.
China, 52%.
Oh.
European countries is charging 42%. Like if Germany is exporting some trucks, some cars, many cars are coming from Germany.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
and the German cars, so even if you are buying German cars, they have to pay an extra premium, a tax to the government of America to sell their cars in America. So what will happen? They will increase the cost of the car. If the tax is more, then they will increase the cost of the car. Earlier it was like, for example, $100,000, it will be $120,000. Then the sales of that car will go down, then the shares will go down. This is happening throughout the world.
Yes, so that in turn is affecting the whole economy. Yes, sir.
And now what is happening is America cannot stay alone. America is exporting a lot of things to other countries, and they are imposing a retaliatory tax on America. A retaliatory tax. This is called retaliatory tax.
Yes,
Japan has, because most of the electronics component which is used in America is buying from
Japan.
Japan, and Japan is buying many things from America, and Japan has imposed taxes. China has imposed taxes on America, so American goods also going up. That will cause higher inflation. So the worst hit, even though Donald Trump has taken this initiative, the worst hit country is America.
Yes, sir.
So that is the reason why all the stock market is tanking and the people are in a panic. We don't know whether to buy or sell. People are telling this is the right time to buy, but on what basis, what logic we will buy? People are scared. Once bitten, twice shy.
Yes, so
What?
that has become the worst situation.
Yes, this is what I'm telling.
Yes, sir.
So now there is no light on the other side of the tunnel. People are under total panic. They don't know. And when this, like, if it continues in this way, it can be a global recession. It can be a global recession. The economies will die. Small countries will vanish. There will
Yes,
be there will be a lot of losses to all the countries, companies, the trade. Now, what is happening is a trade war. What is happening is a trade war, a global trade war. If the inflation rates going like more than 10 to 12%, that will lead to a recession. There will be unemployment. Then what happened? If there is unemployment, people they don't have money. All the industries, business, everything will die down. Anyway, so do you have any plans to diversify your business?
diversify my business. Yes, sir. We have already started working on that path.
You were
As I told
talking about something. Yeah. What is the progress of that?
Yes, sir. It's like actually the website has been built and we have started listing products on the website. And
Hmm.
yes, sir. Like from everything to like design, everything has been done on the website. Yes, sir. But like there are some things which are still left. Like we haven't still decided the payment domain, like how we can accept the payments. And yes, sir, there are many more things to do. Yes, sir,
Hmm.
because the problem here is like 1 month ago, when 1 month ago, when I was actually discussing this thing with you, so at that time we were actually working towards that thing completely. Because
Hmm.
yes, but now, as I told you that we are also looking towards hosting more and more exhibitions. To due to that, we are not getting the time to develop it more and more, and to actually sit with the social media manager who actually manages all those things. Yes, sir. So we have to actually plan the things at this correct time. Yes, sir. But now I think what I can say in short is that 70 or 60% of website is currently ready. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
And you can.
as a young entrepreneur, what advice from your life experience, your struggles, your lessons learned, what advice would you like to give to another or the young generation or the youngsters who wants to be an entrepreneur?
So what? Sir, I think I'm still on the learning phase and I'm no one
Yes,
to
no,
like.
from whatever experience you have gathered, what would you like to say?
So I would say that the path which I'm currently on is like what I've learned is I've been always learning from my mistakes which I've committed in past, and due to that only I'm able to improve myself day by day. And I think so. And the other thing is that if actually a person wants to be successful, or if he is at my age, so sir,
Hmm.
he has to actually get out of his comfort zone because sir, before
Wow,
get
this is the
yes.
point. This is what I was looking. Get out of your comfort zone.
Yes,
Hmm.
sir. Because earlier, when I had not joined this business, so I used to be a very kind of shy and introvert guy. I was actually not having the idea of how to do a business, how to operate the things, and how the life actually goes out. Because at that time, only used to study in my room, and I whole time I spent in my room. Yes, sir, and I was not having any friends to communicate with. Yes, so my life at that time it had become a kind of, what should I say, a mess, I will say. Yes, sir. But from the point when I had actually taken this decision, and it was the like behind this idea, it was my dad who helped me and who actually given me the motivation that once you have to actually get out of your comfort zone, then only you will be able to conquer the things which you want in your life. And yes, from that point when I had actually taken a step to get out of my comfort zone, so yes, so I won't say that yes I have achieved a lot, but yes, I have started getting results, and that's the thing which
Wow.
matters a lot. Yes, sir, for me.
So, how important is hands-on training? People they have done MBA, they have done BBA, and they have a lot of academic qualifications.
Yes,
How
sir.
important is hands-on training?
So I think hands-on training it's very important, and that is the
That's your
only.
dad is trying to do with you.
Yes, sir, that's the thing, and that's the thing which college, like it's my opinion, but what I have learned from from my past mistakes is that school and colleges they don't teach such kind of things, and they don't provide any kind of hands-on training to those people like who are actually in BBA, or they are doing whatever kind of course. Yes, sir, and that's the benefit I will say which I'm actually getting into my business or from my family business, and I think so. It's a kind of prawn for me. Yes, sir. What's that called? Pros and
Pros
cons.
and
Yes, Yes,
Pros
pros
and
and cons.
cons.
Yes,
Mm.
so being having a kind of family business, so it's a kind of pros for me, pros for my life. And on the other hand, people might judge me that this person, he has actually a kind of settled business. He don't have to do anything. But yes, so for me, the things are very opposite, because from the point when I joined this business, my dad, yes, like he had started giving me hands-on training. And yes, I think for the initially when I joined this business for 1 or 2 months, I was actually standing at the counter. I was attending the clients so that I can actually have an idea that how my business actually works. And yes, after that as well, like my dad is saying that if you want to gain more experience, so I will actually send you like to somewhere else. Yes, like to send to you to my uncle's shop or uncle's factory, so that you can learn more and more about the business. And yes, if I talk about his opinion, so he has also done MBA. And yes, like what he says about all these things is that he's appreciating that. He's saying that if you were on the other side, if you were actually doing BBA at this time, and I won't have actually called you into this business, so you won't be able to understand what you're currently trying to do. Because yes, because he was saying that while doing BBA, you were only able to gain the theoretical knowledge. You will not be able to gain the practical knowledge which you are actually doing, and you are implementing the things into your own business. So you won't get this benefit in colleges or while studying BBA or doing any kind of degree. Yes, and I think that's a very great benefit, yes, which I'm currently getting. And yes, I really appreciate that. And I think the practical experience which I'm getting, it's much more beneficial than a BBA degree. Yes, so that's my opinion.
Wow. See, now indirectly, your dad is your mentor
Yes,
in the business. Okay.
yes,
So, yeah, and yeah, you have been under his mentorship for more than 1 year or 2 years.
no sir, I would say 11 months, 10 months or 11 months.
11 months. So if I go and meet your dad and ask for a feedback, yes, I have a student, your son, Vansh. So he is an intern of your company and you are his mentor. So what would be his feedback about you? What do you think? Your dad is happy with you, satisfied with your performance, or still he thinks a lot to go?
Yes, sir, I think from my own opinion, if you ask him the same question, so he will say that
What would be his opinion about your performance? What is
yes, sir.
your thinking? What is your self assessment?
Yes, sir. So the first thing he will always mention is that Vansh, as he knows me from my childhood. So yes, sir, if he compares that Vansh to this Vansh, which I'm currently sitting and talking with you, so he will
Mhm.
say that yes, I've actually improved a lot. Yes, because I have actually taken the step to get out of my comfort zone, as my dad had said. Yes, but after that also, as I've taken the steps, so yes, I'm currently, I would say, I'm currently standing at a kind of mid position. Yes, sir. Like I have not actually, what's that called? Achieved that kind of position which my dad has, but I have not actually lost anything. But yes, I'm standing at a kind of middle position, and my dad wants me to reach at that position at which he is currently standing. And yes,
Mhm.
so he will say that yes, one has to one has got to learn many things and more, and he has to gain more experience. But at the same point, he has improved a lot. Yes, that's the thing which he will say to you. Yes, sir. That's the same feedback.
So during this 11 months training time, which is the biggest lesson, the most important lesson you learned?
Yes, the most important lesson which my dad always recommends me, that if you want to do a business, so you can't be shy person. You have to be
Mm.
confident, like what you're actually doing in business. You have to be very cunning and clever, because if you want to actually rule this world, not rule this world, that's not a correct word, but if you want to dominate in this business line, so you have to be very clever and cunning at the same time. Because if you are not, so this world will actually eat you, and they will actually cut you into pieces. Yes, so that's the same advice, and I know it's a very cruel advice, but dad gives me the same advice most of the time. And I
Because
think
it's a rat race, you know.
yes, it's
It's
a
a
rat
rat
race.
race. We are like, we are living in a bucket, like, like crabs in a bucket. They won't allow you to grow. The others, your competitors, won't allow you to prosper. You are living in a rat race, a world full of competition. So unless you are a cutthroat businessman, you cannot survive in this industry. Your dad is doing the right things. So have you ever, at any point of time, thought, oh, This is not my cup of tea. If, had it been a 10 to 5 job, a monthly salary would have been better.
Yes, sir. I
Or
used to be.
hmm,
So yes, sir. Like I'm not in a
like
kind of.
forget about dad's business. You apply
Yes.
for a job, a government job or a private job, a banking sector, different, entirely different industry, different sector. You go at 9:30, 10 o'clock, come by 5 o'clock, enjoy your family, go out Saturday, Sundays off, vacation, chill out, hang out. Have you ever dreamt of such a life? Or do you feel this is your cup of tea?
Yes, sir. The thing is, like from the age of 12, I was very much passionate about doing the business. Not my dad's,
So
but
you
because
are that business acumen, you have the business acumen.
yes, sir.
That
And
is
that
in your blood. You
yes,
are
sir.
an astute businessman. That's what I understand.
Yes, and that's the same thing. When I used to be 12, so that's the same thing which, like the, what's that called? Where was the astrologers as well as the pundits, yes, sir, they used to say the same thing. Because when I used to be 12 or 13, so at that time I was not very much good in studies. So
Mhm.
when my dad used to ask this thing to my what's that called? Astrologers and pundits, that what's actually going in his life, so they always used to say the same thing, that he will be a businessman and he will be a kind of very cunning businessman because he has that kind of mindset. So that's why he's not interested. And yes, from the age of 12, ads started coming to my shop. But after lockdown, like during that lockdown phase, my life had actually become a kind of hell. Yes, sir, because I was not communicating with people. I had actually isolated myself in a kind of room where I used to play video games. And yes, sir. But after that, I again joined the business, and yes, sir, things started improving. So yes, sir, what I can say about that 9 to 5 mindset, yes, sir, like my whole family, they had always, like whether it's my mother, whether it's my grandfather, they had always in a kind of they have always opposed that thing, that 9 to 5 thing.
Mm.
That is not, like, you are not made for that. And yes, sir, and other than that, I have been watching many influencers like who always oppose this thing, that if you want to do a business, so you don't have to look towards doing 9 to 5 jobs. Or because if you have a kind of dream that you actually want to buy a sports car, want to buy a private jet, you want to buy a dream mansion, so you don't have to look towards 9 to 5 thing. Yes, sir. But I think from the point of view of learning, so I think if you are actually new into this thing and you want to actually do a business, so for that purpose you have to gain a kind of experience, so that you can actually call yourself a kind of person. So for that purpose, I think you have to start from that 9 to 5 thing. Yes, sir. Or else, I think that if you actually, from my perspective, you actually start like directly you will join the business after your schools get over, so it's a kind of hindering thing, I will say. And I think, sir, if you want to gain an experience, so you have to do a 9 to 5 job first. Yes, sir. Then only you will be able to understand that what's happening into the outside world, and are you capable of doing that thing or not. Yes, sir.
So I remember once you said your dad is giving you some kind of stipend, not a salary, no, some pocket money he
Yes,
is
sir.
giving you every month. So do you spend the whole amount, or do you save something from that, or you just splurge?
Yes, sir. As you can judge my age, that I'm currently 18 years old. So I think, sir, I have very kind of weird opinion, but I think at the age which I'm currently standing, I think, sir, I always spend my money on anything. Like I'm a kind of spendthrift. Like I not always, not even think. Like I not at least even think before spending my money on any kind of thing. Yes, sir. And I'm that kind of guy. But yes, sir,
You
my
said
dad
you
always.
are 18.
Yes, sir.
I think you are going through some stress. No, your face shows that stress.
Yes, sir. That's yes, sir. That's the thing.
This daddy, your haircut, your facial expressions, maybe there is you are doing some stressful struggle. Is it
Yes,
so?
sir. Yes, sir. How should I share? But yes, sir,
Is
there
there
are
any
some things.
kind of pressure, kind of peer pressure from the cousins to perform?
Yes, sir, that's the thing. Because as you know that I am very new to the business, and yes, sir, like my cousins, they are like 12. Some is like 7 years, 8 years, or 12 years older. And yes, sir, they have actually gained a position, which will took me around 2 or 3 years, I think so. And yes, sir, they have reached at a that kind of position
So
where my
your
dad.
relatives may be comparing them with you.
No, sir, that comparison never ever happened in my life. But yes, I have that kind of mindset because from the point of school as well. I used to compare myself to my friends and all those things. And yes, sir, like I don't know, like I have this kind of mindset, and I think that that's very cruel kind of mindset that I don't want, like whether it's my friend, whether it's my stranger, whether it's my competitor, I don't want anyone to uh, gain much more position than me, or anyone to surpass me actually. Yes, sir, in simple words.
Supersede you, surpass you. Hmm.
And say due to that I have been doing, what's that called, overworking, or yes, sir, I think I have been I'm overburdened with work due to, in order to gain that position which at my company
Overwhelmed,
are giving. Yes, sir.
overwhelmed with work.
And yes, at the same time I think I don't have that much amount of plenty amount of time so that I can start experimenting things. Yes, sir. So due to that, have been in a kind of struggle, and due to that, you are only able
Take
to
care
like
of your
actually.
health, man. Take care of your health, and don't come under pressure. So take it as in the real spirit and stride, and play it cool. Try to find some time to chill out, hang out, and relax, unwind. Whatever you feel like, you can watch. You can go for movies, hang out with friends, girlfriends. Anything is possible. I'm telling you. Whatever gives you bit relaxation, go for that. All right, I'll let you go once. Like, you spoke so well. When it comes to your domain, when the topic is from your domain, you simply kills it. You
Yes.
will go for a kill. But if I had been asking you about Trump tariff, you don't have the content